All right, guys. Genesis 6, no time for introductions. The match has started. I'm Hitzel, joined by my good friend LSDJ, as we are jumping into Jigglypoggers versus Splat is Justice. First pools of Genesis 6 2019. Let's get it going.
So going right into it, man. They already got the machine. Who cares about that nerf? Because apparently it's still great. I like seeing that Nautilus from Fusion right there. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, the Nautilus, I know that like when it first got buffed, a lot of people were like, wow, this gun's actually pretty good. And you saw people like Kiri and a bunch of those kind of like flex players that are used to like playing chargers whenever they feel like it, doing well with it. But it's nice to see it on land as well because, man, that instant like hit scan paint under your feet, situations like that, yeah, it just does so much damage, so like unreactable. It's pretty good to see this.
And it's working well for them because they're already down to 30 on their first initial hold, and they still got a 3-man advantage. So yeah, this is looking like a knockout right here.
Yeah, and he didn't get the kill right there, but you saw how he was using the Nautilus's unique ability to kind of swim strafe while you still hold your charge. And if his teammate hadn't cleaned up that kill, he probably would have gotten it. But that is going to be a quick game one. So just get a wipe, push up to their base, take them out.
I'm not going to say I'm a hipster, but my team's been running Nautilus for the past few weeks and called it ahead of time. But then again, I do have Dia on my team, so it's just
yeah,
like,
he's already
let him do whatever he wants to do.
That,
he already wants to be aggressive.
Double
anyway,
Splatling,
so.
Man, dude, I miss Splat 1 when double Splatling was actually like something that you'd run a lot.
Well, I don't know if you consider mini plus heavy a double Splatling.
I do,
because they're completely different roles.
They are different roles, but it's just I think it's a really good. I think that having a mini combined with one of those long-range Splatlings is like, it's got a lot of stuff going for it because you get so much paint and you kind of get a little bit more range than normal and a little bit more aggression than normal.
Oh, by the way, DJ did make it in time. She only like landed at 9 in the morning today.
Oh, really?
So I'm amazed that they made that here with their
there were a lot of.
They were going to start with a sub, but
there were a lot of delays, man. That weather, especially on the East Coast and kind of Midwest. I don't know if you ever seen the movie Day After.
East Coast was fine. My flight was like right on time.
Philly was 20 degrees and the plane froze.
Oh my gosh. I mean, it was like 7 degrees when I left that morning, but it was, no delays. I actually landed early into Baltimore, so.
Yeah, well, I'm just happy that I decided to go with the earlier flight and got here like just late as opposed to like going with the late flight and gotten here today.
Yeah.
But yeah, so definitely Splat is Justice showed their ability to, get in there, get the wipe, lock down the map. I mean, that's how zones looks like when one team dominates the other team. Rainmaker's going to be a little bit different, of course. A little bit harder to knock it out, but that potential is still there. So what we're going to look for basically is Jigglypoggers being able to say like, okay, we see you. We're gonna raise you one, and I
just want to talk about those logos for a second. They're both top quality, top quality.
Top minds. I think I've seen the Jigglypuff one before. So, I mean, I'm all for taking Twitch emotes.
Well, yeah, the
Jigglypuff
one's been around. But Rainmaker main stage looks like they're going. That's the same comp, I think, from both teams, I believe. So neither team going with the Dapples meme that seems to be the thing in Rainmaker right now.
Yeah, the quick pop, the swim speed. I mean, we're friends with Deep Blues guys. We've seen it before, but I definitely expect Jigglypoggers to be able to put some pressure on the board here. I mean, just looking at the members of their squad, I know that these are all accomplished players. They're used to being at LANs. They do well as a group. So I really feel that this is going to go to not a 3-0 set at the very least. As we see right now, Pacecat pushing up, getting that kill with the 20 damage per miss.
He just wanted to show that can style on him and get a few extra shots in. That's all it was.
Yeah, and this is definitely the opening that Jigglypoggers wanted. Basically the opposite of what we saw last game. Now it is them getting the wipe and getting the push in. So, woo!
Rainmaker.
Yum.
I wasn't going for that.
Oh, well, I had to think of something quick.
Well, now he just ruined it. So never doing it again.
Eat the Rainmaker. But so that's a little something. So we have both teams so far have just gotten a really quick wipe into knockout situation. So we might see a lot of that coming up in this set.
They're also both running really aggressive comps. Like the least aggressive thing on both teams is the heavy from Genie, and like even that
hasn't really been playing that that passively as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I said, we were talking about earlier, just having those Splatlings are kind of like one of the more aggressive versions of those backline weapons. It's really easy to just kind of run up and swim strafe and get that damage in. Surprised actually not to, well, it was Rainmaker, so I guess I'm not surprised not to see.
Oh, I'm not surprised that was a knockout because it's Rainmaker.
Oh no, I meant just ballpoint as opposed to heavy, but
Yeah, no.
The Stingray is kind of important in that mode.
Stinger's important. I don't even know if Genie plays anything but heavy because I've never seen it. But
my response to the ballpoint nerf has basically been to replace the main power with some special charge and special saver, and then aside from like losing out on one of those 99 hit kills every once in a while, I don't really notice that much of a difference. You actually get to your Ink Storms a little bit more consistently having that special saver as well.
Well, it's easier to rush you with armor too because you don't one-shot it anymore.
Yeah, that's true. I probably should think about that a little bit, but I've only had 2 days. There's a lot.
You didn't get enough prep in 24 hours? Come on.
I mean, a lot of people are going to be responding to this balance patch in different ways. I mean, there's been some buffs and nerfs. I mean,
I think the teams that can run hammer right now are going to do well.
Well, Rashi's not here, so that is a big question mark. Oh, is he here?
Yeah, he's on
Oh, that's right. Oh, no.
Like I think there's potential for Loki to do an upset
So
here.
I do think that on one hand, someone like Arashi already knows how to use the hammer. They know how to do like the short hop tech and all that stuff. So I don't really think that the buff is that necessary for someone like Arashi to be able to perform well with the hammer.
It just makes him even
better.
But
yeah, it gives him basically past the initial attack with the hammer. It makes like his Rainmaker pushes and stuff like that better.
Well, yeah. Well, Rainmaker now hammer I feel like is almost mandatory because it's basically a guaranteed push now.
Yeah, let's start playing Mini more after this. But all right, so here we go into tower control. And one thing I do want to mention about this game mode compared to the last that we saw is it's harder to knock out on this map. It's easy to get a lead, but it's hard to knock out. So
yeah, I think I can count on one hand how many competitive matches where I've actually knocked out on this map. Or
and if you do, it's like at the end of the game.
Yeah.
You know?
Or it's a DC or something.
Yeah. I know we're on land, but don't jinx it, DJ.
Arashi is here.
Oh God, well, he's not on my team this time, thankfully for that meme. But
just the one has to deal with it now.
So you see Genie right here with the heavy, just kind of backed up, has the Stingray at the ready. Both teams have a Stingray right now, so there's definitely going to be a counter race situation. The next push is likely to not go that far, and that's kind of one of the reasons, besides the size of this map and where the tower has to go, one of the reasons that you see pushes not going to knockouts early on is because there's always counter race situations. But speaking of such, it looks like Genie is going to win that kind of engagement very well. I don't even know if her Stingray did that much compared to the fact that her teammates just ran up and wrecked everything. But Jigglypoggers is making the push that they wanted. Pace Cat right now is going to...
Don't know what to do with these bubbles.
Yeah.
But, all right. Nice flank there from DJ. And that actually is going to make this push even deadlier than it was going to seem at first.
Yeah. You figured out what to do with those bubbles, too.
Oh, man. This harass is crazy.
This is a crazy push right now. Still one more bubble to deal with. A 2v3 situation. Nebby right here going to try not to die to this roller. He gets one kill. Can he get the second? The dually getting directed.
That was a really important double. That's probably going to stop the knockout from happening.
Yeah, I don't think there's any jump-ins right now. There's definitely someone nearby, so this is going to be, a situation where they're going to have to make sure the jump-ins don't start coming out. But the problem, though, is that 24 is a really significant push on this map. Like,
oh, yeah. You rarely get that low. Like, getting past that second checkpoint in general is already really hard. And then getting past, that whole line all the way up in the base is just, it's just a slog to get through there.
It's kind of I thought he was going to get that.
I thought it was going to happen, too.
I know Cobb's capable of it as well. This is kind of a result of these teams' apparent just magnetism towards knocking each other out versus this team's, repelling ability of knockouts where you're just going to get pushes to 20.
I mean, after that game one, Jigglypoggers just seems dominant in both these games.
It's almost like they kind of just choked up on Reef zones, which is not the rarest thing ever.
Yeah, I mean, they probably weren't ready for the super aggressive comp that Splat Justice is.
We have the aggressive comp, guys.
And they're running a Charger this game, so they got rid of the Nautilus.
Wow. So this is the blaster does get taken out, but he does take out the person on tower. So there's no points being gained. The checkpoint is not receiving any progress.
Okay, there we go. Lived longer than any H3 has a right to in a situation like that.
Well, man, bro, my movement's better.
But they still have all this map control to come back to. Splat Justice hasn't even had a chance to get to the middle. Yeah,
what seems to be the problem is that during these opening situations too. During these neutral situations, they don't really get the wipes. See, that Stingray didn't really.
Yeah, you can tell Fusion doesn't do the map trick there because they definitely weren't reacting to the way they were moving very well.
Us omniscient spectators get to see where everybody is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's easy for us. It looks like it should have been an easy kills, but.
Yeah, no, I don't think that was the worst Stingray ever because.
Oh, no, it was good. I just think they don't do the map trick, so it was harder for them to track than it would normally be.
Honestly, in those kind of situations, you just run double armor and run some like aggressive specials, you know, and just save the armor for the raise instead of like the raise for the raise.
Well, even just like one person running armor, if you save it for the raise, it's really, really nice. Like, I think that's the best time to pop it right now, just because Ray gets shut down really hard by it, unless they happen to run like Object Shredder or something.
Yeah, well, we're back to the same situation right now where Splat as Justice just can't win in a situation. Now, we do have this thing right now. Cobb jumps out. They do get a pick. So this is an effective 4v2 situation. Might be even better. This is really good for Splat as Justice. This is the map control they needed. They got the picks that they needed. Now, they are going to have to deal with Stingray themselves. But if they can play this right and not get taken out by the Ray and get a pick or two afterwards or before, they should be in really good shape. We'll see how it goes down. The Ray is going off right now. Veil staying alive. I don't think that Ray's getting any picks. This is looking really good.
Yeah, if they can survive this Ray here and then get a pick on top of it, this is going to be huge. Oh, nice kill from Nebby right there. That's going to open this up right behind the roller as well. Pace Cat doesn't even know this is happening. Okay. Saved.
Oh, can the Charger get it? Can Pace Cat miss several times?
All right. Pace Cat still living, still living. The armor just shuts him down, though. And now this might be
They could make something happen, but look at the timer is the issue.
Yeah, the timer's kind of killer, and they don't really have the position to kind of follow up on moving this tower. But they are still going. DJ dies behind tower. Fate still on.
Fate. Can this blaster save
Fate?
Fate?
Get it?
No.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, that was going to be a tall order because that last checkpoint was coming up and everything.
It was way too far to push in an overtime push, but you know, some miracles do happen, you know.
Yeah, especially if Nebby did some more of that. Just let me just run up and direct all the key members of their team for this defense kind of thing that they had going on, but doesn't end up happening out. Man, Cobb with those armors, and
how much of that is assist, do you think?
I think a lot of that is assist. I mean, we saw like his 1v1s were just him surviving for 15 seconds. You know? But yeah, no, that was if that was any other game mode, Jigglypoggers would have just had an opening knockout, the same as the other two games.
Yeah,
like,
or if it was another mode, Splat as Justice might have actually been able to come back there, or a different map anyway.
That's true too. Yeah, that's true too. So the nature of TC Anchovy definitely affecting the way that match played out, but did them well the first game. I think it also it was also a little bit of a matchup thing, not necessarily the overall style in your opponent's team, and kind of the comp that works against it. You can give yourself an advantage. You both not as big as you can in the past.
So I am worried for Splat as Justice even if they do win this game, because game 5 goes to another big open large map. So they're definitely going to have to figure out how to adapt to that play style. It seems like they're struggling there, but they got to focus on this game right now.
They have a comp that's good for the push, not necessarily for painting mid. I would say. I think that they need to not be afraid to use specials in mid. I mean, that's how map works in general, but you really need to just push across mid, and they don't really have the best specials for that. The Forge and the Blah Blah aren't the best at painting all of it, but it could work for them. So they have an Storm going down, they're pushing. Storm is probably just going to use on mid over and over again. If I can predict it properly, and will this be a trade? No, it's a trade. Team comes and picks it up, and I think that Jigglypoggers might be able to run that up on.
I mean, they're definitely set up for Genie's got the clan. They do have 13. I don't know if that's really enough for like really good push, but you know, they definitely have it ready to go. They also have the bubbles ready to go.
Yeah,
this is just a matter of time for this.
Here goes the baller, here goes the bumbler. We'll see how this ends up working out. DJ gets into position for a potential jump, but jump does not come. Enemies kind of put on pressure here. Able to put it, so they are able to put in the first time, which can be pretty important. They make it into something bigger. A couple picks happen. Some nice spawns. Nice.
Yeah, those were some lucky spawns there. They get some double up to 6.
Yeah, and look, they have another power clam ready after this, so this is not going to be a situation where the advantage just goes to the team that gets the pity clam. So Jigglypoggers in a really good position right now. If they get a couple picks and deal with the the special advantage of the enemy team right now, they should be in decent position. But specials do seem to be taking the map and getting picks right now. So
yeah, anytime you end up after a push still having more clams than the enemy team, you've done something good right there. And right now, Jigglypoggers has full control of clams on the map, and maybe they're losing a little bit on paint here, but that pick from Cobb is going to change that. And now it's looking like they might have a push going.
Yeah, it's a weird comparison, but it's kind of like in Clash Royale when you make like a good push into the base, and then you look at the middle of the map and you still have units. That's kind of the same thing. Oh, okay.
I don't know anything about that game.
I'm sure Mullins in chat like, yeah, Clash Royale is awesome. DJ does push up into the enemy base. He gets a pick. He tries to go for another pick. He
nice.
does. This is huge.
All right, that's going to be a nice big push there. They have a bunch of clams ready to go as well, so this is going to be all the way down to at least probably 20. Yeah, 25 so far. It looks like Splat is just as able to get back in here. They do have clams to follow up. If they are able to stop this push, the Beast Cat's still alive scoring.
Oh, no.
Oh, Cobb gets the kill, and that's 3 down again, and they're still scoring clams here.
This
they
might
only
be
need
game
3
right
more,
now. Yeah, there you
and
go.
that is it. Jigglypoggers showing some dominance after that game 1.
Yeah,
like every
man.
single game, man. Except for the end of game 3. Like they pretty much were in full control.
Honestly,
that whole set.
this game kind of went a little bit like game 3, with the exception that the knockout came
Yeah.
in the first half.
It took him a little longer to get the push going, but yeah.
Yeah, that was a little bit of an uphill battle for Splat Justice, in my opinion, because of the comps in particular. They did not have a really good comp for just getting map control